The Premier is not above the law. The NDP are not above the law. So he needs to be held accountable for that. I've just filed an action in the Court of King's Bench against Premier Wab Kinew and the NDP for violating Election Financing Act during the Spruce Woods by-election. The governing party is prohibited from making new funding promises during the election period because it tilts the playing field in the government's favor. The violation clearly came when the Premier posted a reel on his social media on August 21st during the election blackout period. It's very clear when he made the announcement that it was the Premier of Manitoba speaking to Manitobans on a new announcement during a blackout period, when the candidate for the NDP made that exact same announcement 2 days earlier, or promised 2 days earlier. Anybody can look at the timeline and do the math. Candidate made the announcement, 2 days later the Premier makes the announcement and promises, if you vote for their candidate, they will fix this road. We live in a society that's governed by laws. Nobody is above those laws. The Premier is not above the law. He needs to admit he broke the law, apologize for breaking the law and breaking the trust with Manitobans, and then you can move forward. From there, there's not much else that we can gain from this. Yes, there's costs for this, but those will be negligible, I would assume. The issue is that he broke the law. The Premier is not above the law. The NDP are not above the law. So he needs to be held accountable for that.